Yo, what it do, y'all? We are back on the live. Today was an absolutely amazing day. You trade New York session? I'm not gonna lie, New York has been pretty mid this month or past month, but today made up for it, man. Today made up for it. Let me get my other monitor here. I'll be going over these trades, by the way, like I promised, in the Discord. So if you guys are new to the channel and you're not in the Discord, join up in the Discord and leave a like on the stream. Let me send this link out to everybody so everyone knows we live. I'm going to be going over trades today, why I took them, how I took them. Of course, you guys can see the P&L. This is one batch of accounts. I took it on. Let me see. For some reason, the chat's not showing up. Did anyone send you a message? Let me see. All right, but today, there's no way you could have took a loss. Maybe if you went on ES, I think you could have potentially taken a loss. But on NQ, there's no real loss. Well, let me open Discord. But dude, today with my strategy, Stop Hunter, absolutely cooking the markets, dog. It was like 4 winners. There was literally a setup like a few minutes ago. I wasn't on the charts, so I missed it, but that's okay. I'm done trading for the most part. I'm gonna go over my trades here today and give you guys some life advice and some trading advice. Could have learned from every single PY today from your indicator. Yeah, bro. Do you have my indicator? By the way, if you guys want my indicator, there's literally a 7-day free trial for y'all, boys. So if you don't like free stuff, don't redeem it. I don't know why you wouldn't want free stuff. But the trial is 7 days complete for free with the indicator. You guys should try it and see if you like it. If you like it, continue paying for it. If you don't like it, you can just cancel a subscription. There's no fees. You have my indicator W. Yeah, literally every PY worked. It's cooking, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Again, you don't even have to trade my strategy. If you guys have a profitable strategy yourself, you can use my indicator along with your strategy. I have some students that have my indicator and they combine it with their own system. Like I have a few dudes or people in my WAP, I can even see the history, and they've been paying monthly for like over a year now on the indicator. I told them just get the lifetime access at that point. Instead of paying monthly, just get lifetime access. So you don't have to worry about paying every month. It's way more worth your money, but to each your own. But up like 11 stores today. If you guys are not in the Discord, make sure to join up in the Discord. I'll have it pinned in the chat. If you're in the WAP, make sure to link your Discord too. Oh yeah, let me turn on my indicator. Also, ES today. I don't know if you guys know, we broke all-time highs. Crazy. We had a successful breakout. Usually when we create new all-time highs, we tend to at some point reverse back, but dude, this is a crazy breakout. Like you see all the past all-time highs, we break out, but say look, We reverse back pretty quickly. Reverse back pretty quickly. Reverse back pretty quickly. We are just closing above extremely strong this time around. So when you see that, just look for continuations. I mean, guys, today you can close your eyes, hit long, and you win. Like even up here, I kid you not, even up here you could long and make money. Whenever we're on trend days, the people that are trying to follow how the market usually moves are losing because the market is just not giving you that retracement. It's just creating internal continuations, whether using my strategy or another strategy that trades these continuations. Just follow it and you'll make money. There's no such thing as buying high when the market is going up in one direction. So if you want to take something from the stream, there you go. We got 9 people in the stream. We got 10 people in the stream. Let's get 10 likes on the stream, guys. But the stop order I missed, obviously, was this one right here. Clean. Let me see how many points I went down. If you use my new system I taught y'all in the group, ooh, perfect. Wow. You would have got a perfect entry. Entry will be right here on that tick. Oh my goodness. You would have cooked on this trade. You would have made 6R in 9 minutes. Some people, a lot of people make that in a week. It's actually running even more, 10. Look over today, all I took was stop hunters, bro. Just straight stop hunters. Just continue to trend. That's it. I opened when I saw this massive big push with both momentum, and we just kept going. Like we just kept breaking higher internally. I was like, all right, we're probably in a trend. And then I saw we broke ES all-time highs, and I was like, okay, there's too many confluences for us not to have a trend day. So I was like, all right, bet. We'll just follow the trend. And look what happened. It paid off. Trend days, you follow the trend only. Any other normal day, you can take counter trend trades. Just know the difference between like the B and B plus counter trend trades, which again, I've gone through in the course several times in the Discord as well, so you guys should know what you're talking about. You just started the course. Can you show an example of a stop hunter? Okay, so all these trades here, all 3 of these are all stop hunters. So once you get to, there should be a video labeled stop hunter. If you just take a look in the Discord, I hope you have your Discord account connected. Some people don't for some reason. But yeah, if you have your Discord account connected, but these 3 are all stop hunters. You can save it. It's in a Discord private chat for all the course members. Once you watch the stop hunter video, you'll understand how to take these entries. And you can see like the precision is nutty on these trades. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to like leak obviously my entire strategy for free in here. It wouldn't be fair to people that paid, but these are my entries and exits. First two trades, just targeting the next internal high, like usual. The third trade, I was like, okay, we have a confirmation that this is just gonna be a trend day. So I was like, okay, let me look for some liquidity point on the left. We have this high here. It's not a major high like this high here that we're gonna take out this high in my opinion. Let's set alert here. Let's see if my draw is correct. I'm not gonna lie, my draw liquidity that I've been calling out on live streams in a Discord have been like 80% hitting. But that was the next high I was looking at, and we hit that. Of course, I could hold for that too, but it's just like I know it's probably gonna be a longer hold. I don't want to hold for potentially till market closure when I can just secure my winning day and just like get off the charts and chill. And sometimes you can get another re-entry. In this case, you got another re-entry, and gave you like 9 risk reward. But if you guys want to support the channel and don't want to pay for the course, you want to just sponsor or support the free content I put out in my free time for you guys on YouTube, check out TradeSyncer and you can use my code JTrades. It'll give you the max discounts. So it's like a win-win situation. This is what I use to copy my funded accounts. You can even copy evals. You can copy Project X actually on here if you're on Top Step. But I'll go into the prop firm talk a little bit later because I want to give you guys like an update on the prop firms right now too. But like with my model, you can hit 100K months pretty easy. You just copy cross multiple accounts on prop firms. I mean, if I could bang 15K in one day on just 5 accounts, just imagine how much you can make in a month. Again, this is my draw. If you guys are trading, we'll see if we get there or not today. But NQ is far from all-time highs. ES is at all-time highs. So it's a pretty weird divergence right now. Like, look how far we are from all-time highs on NQ. And it's just because the tech sector just, I guess it's not performing as good due to AI costs and expenses. But I think, obviously, if the expenses pay off, we should be Gucci. And we'll make crazy all-time highs on. I think, personally, if it pays off, NQ is going to go bonkers. So we'll see, man. We'll pray and hope. That's a new strategy, guys. Just long and pray and hope. New system. Free strat. It works if you're on a long-term account. Just hold. You don't need a stop loss on long-term trading. Short-term trading, though, day trading, definitely, for sure. It's easy to get liquidated. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Y'all think the McLaren's cooler or the Porsche 911 GT3 RS? I personally feel like the Porsche is overplayed. I just see too many of them. Like, too many people have the Porsche. You see a lot less McLarens, but this is me. But for my next car, I'm looking to buy one of these. I want to get like a sports car. Oh, really? Porsche's limited? So is McLaren, but I don't know what the numbers are. So many GT3 LARPers? Yeah, there's a lot of them on IG, bro. There's a lot of them. I don't even use social media like that either, which is kind of funny because I'm on social media. But like, there's a lot of them, bro. I think the McLaren looks more like a sports car than the Porsche. But I like the wing on the Porsche. The wing on the Porsche is clean. I don't know. I also like the butterfly doors, so there's pros and cons to each one. I think the Porsche is probably lighter. Probably maybe faster. Let me see. 0 to 60, 2.9. McLaren. I think. Oh wait, no way. Oh, they're about the same speed. Oh, Audi R8. That's nice, but I think I saw a new one. And it looks awful. Like Audi released some like electronic like version, and it was just trash. I mean, dude, I could have almost gone the R8. But I was looking for like a big body SUV at the time. So that's why I got the GLE. It's just more utility for space. That's the only thing I don't like about sports cars because they just don't have space, like trunk space and all that. I like having a big trunk to bring stuff around with me. You can't really do that with a sports car. It's the only downside. But since I already have multiple SUVs at this point, I might as well get a sports car. You also need a daily too. It's just like RAGT. Let me see. It's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of Audis in general. That's just me though. Bro, for 560 horsepower. That's not much horsepower than my current car. Could you even get a customized one with the trading thing on it? With the Porsche? Nah, I have the 53. But I'm thinking about getting it tuned. If I get it tuned, I do like ECU tune, and then I don't think I'm gonna do downpipes. That's gonna avoid warranty because that's a brand new. I got a 2026 brand new. I only get new vehicles, by the way, guys. I don't buy used. That's just me personally. Obviously, like it's smarter to buy used, depreciation purposes, but if you have the money, just get new. But I was thinking about getting it tuned, so it can reach. Let me do math. With a hybrid motor, it could reach basically 600 horsepower tuned. I think you guys have seen my car. Let me see if I have a picture. I got like the rare like Alpine gray colorway, which is sick. Because you see a lot of blacked out ones, white ones, but you don't see many grays. I was thinking about getting the 63, but then I was like, I'm probably gonna daily this. And sometimes you just don't want to hear the engine. And a V8 engine is just gonna be obviously more obnoxious. I'll much rather save the extra money. So like the GLE 63 is about like 30-ish K base, like above the 53. So it's like 30% more. It is like 130, 140K. And I would rather use that extra 30 or 40K towards a sports car. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna get a V8 engine, I'd rather just save that money up for a sports car like a McLaren or Porsche instead of a SUV. Like I understand the big bodies with the high horsepower, but to me, it's just like if you want high horsepower, get a lighter weight car with high horsepower. You go much quicker. Like I've driven other cars. I've been in like a GT before, Mercedes, and honestly, it's much faster because it's so light. Actually, yeah, the GT is not even that light. It's definitely lighter than an SUV, but like I'm still breaking in my car. It hasn't hit like 1,000 miles yet. GT63E? Isn't that the hybrid? What am I tripping? Yeah, that's the hybrid. Yeah, that thing is a beast. I think it's 180 though. Or it's 200. See? It's a nice car, but at that price point, I'd rather just get the McLaren or Porsche. I'll be honest. I'm not paying that much for a Mercedes unless it's a Maybach. Don't get me wrong though, it looks nice, but you'd rather step up the brand at that point. Because the Porsche is only like 240, 230. Oh, I see what you mean. Hybrid engine? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's true. Like even with my current GLE, so I don't know if you guys know this, but my GLE 53, it has the performance AMG exhaust system. So it's louder than stock from the factory. Hold on, let me see if I can get a picture of my car. I have some mods I'm about to do to it. I have some parts coming in, so gonna get like a spoiler on it, get rear wings. I think I'm gonna try to get all carbon fiber, by the way. I think I'm gonna try to get a rear diffuser and then the front lift. At that point, I could just go Brabus. It's basically the Brabus kit. But since I'm buying the parts individually instead of the whole kit, you don't get the Brabus like logo. Honestly, I don't mind not having a big B. Like I'm fine with just the Mercedes logo on the front. The big B is just a crazy flex. I'm not gonna lie. But it's gonna look real nice. Because I feel like the GLE that Benz is making or Benz made, it's just not as aggressive as a BMW. Alright, hold on, let me show you guys this. Let me see. One out of 5,000. A GT3. Also, if you guys are new, leave a like on the stream. Join a Discord server. I just see Elliot just joined. Welcome. you guys don't know much about me, I started trading about 4 years ago. Unprofitable my entire first year of trading, by the way. Lost everything I had saved up. Really locked in on the system and strategy. Had to also lock in on my psychology, of course. And now I have a really good trading system that nets me an average of 100 sort a month. If I'm trading the way I typically trade, or times I usually trade. There's some months where I'm going to be higher than 100 reward. Some months will be lower just because I'm likely trading less or more. And that's also the freedom of trading. And of course, some months PA is not so great, and it is what it is. So you're gonna have variance in your month-to-month P&L, but with a 100 sword buffer, it's like you can't really have a red month unless you only take like one trade that week or month. McLaren 720. I don't even know what a McLaren 765 is. Oh, the Spider. Never mind, I do know. I'm tripping. Yeah, I mean, the 765 looks way more aggressive. But it's also like, what, 1.5 times the price? I think you get more value from having like 2 cars than just one of those. Or putting the extra 100K into the S&P. I think it's like 220K, Harry, 240. I'm talking about brand new though. I only buy brand new cars, so if I were to buy one of these, I'll be buying brand new. Some cars though you can't get brand new because they're so limited in stock, or they just stop making the certain edition. You can't get it brand new. So in those situations, it's like, damn, you can't do much. I kind of wish I got a CLE low key instead of a GLE 53, because the CLE, I've driven it in it too, and it's definitely lighter weight. I think it's a few 1.5K pounds lighter. It's a good amount lighter weight. You definitely feel it. I think it has like 20 more horsepower. But again, I'm tall, so it's like, I don't know, sports cars or sedans are kind of iffy for me. Like that's what I currently have. It's right next to a BMW. But I don't know. I feel like I gotta add some mods or upgrades to it because it's not as aggressive as I want it to be. Like the front needs a carbon fiber kit, the back for sure. Carbon fiber mirror caps, those are pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would do that, but I'll probably just carbon fiber everything else. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, the gray is rare. It's hard to get an Alpine gray colorway. Most of the ones you see on the road that are sold are either polar white or they're black. So that's why I don't think I was originally thinking about wrapping mine matte black, but I was like, low key, the gray is tough because it's like rare. Yeah, I low key like blue. Blue's my favorite color, so I low key would probably get a blue sports car. But I just wish Mercedes made their front more aggressive. I don't know, man. It's just like the CLE. It has, I don't know what it's called, but it has what are those things on the side, guys? I call them wings. This is a CLE. But you guys see like that black like little like stripe? I kind of wish I got the CLE because the CLE is actually like I think 20 to 30K cheaper than my GLE. GLE is just a much bigger body. It's also way heavier. It's a little bit slower. I think it's slower by like 0.5 seconds, which is very noticeable because I've driven both. Purple? Ooh, damn, that's exotic. Vents, I guess. No, not the vent. No. Not these. I'm talking about this. I think they're called fenders. What are they called? Car fender? Car. It's called canards. Yeah, that's literally what they're actually called because I ordered a part. I ordered carbon fiber canards. They should actually be coming this week, so I'm excited to install them myself. Yeah, I know, bro. I wish I got the CLE instead of the GLE. But man, it is what it is. This just looks, I don't know, CLE just looks clean. It looks more aggressive. The GLE is like your SUV kind of car. I'm sure they charge more for different colors. I mean, the higher up in terms of car brands you go for, the more they'll just tax you on random stuff. But I've gotten so used to driving SUVs, it's like when I try sitting in a sedan, I don't know, man. The ride height being low to ground just feels weird to me, and especially the space inside. I'm tall, so the space inside it just feels cramped. And that's my only my issue. The other issue was really like in a CLE. If you guys have been in one or test driven one, the back has no space, bro. Like it's a two-seater car, even though there's four seats. Like it's very tight in the back. So if you were to bring passengers for whatever reason, they're gonna likely be uncomfortable. You don't really have space inside. So the GLE, which is what I bought, which is like 30K, is more than a CLE. Because I got mine like basically fully loaded with basically all the packages you can get. It's a lot more usable, if that makes sense. Also, it's louder too. I've driven both of these, and the GLE is just louder, and it has a even though they have the same engine, the GLE for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the way they tuned it from the factory, or if it's my performance exhaust system that I have on it, but it's like a deeper growl. The CLE is like a more like a higher pitched growl, and I like the deeper growl. Sounds closer to like a V8, and the pops are also lower pitched and deeper as well. They're also a little bit louder, like test drove. So I was like, you know what, I'll take it. But yeah, it seems like look, I'm telling you guys, bro, if you just blind long, you'd probably be up right now and just making money. You see this with my indicator? Is it default settings? I think it's default settings right now. Yeah, like bro, this would be a POI my indicator would have marked, and it's working. Look at this. It's already 3R. Going for my draw is 5RR. Like, it's only 1 p.m. I'm waiting for another stop hunter. Yeah, you can. Uh, this one, I know you told me this one you missed, Harry. There's just so many like continuation setups. Stop hunter aside, there's multiple. There's actually two stop hunters. There's one right here too. I just realized. That one's a small stop hunter though. Don't know if I would have taken that. But there's an internal OB continuation, another internal OB continuation. Like, bro, there's so much easy money. People get scared buying high, but when we rally, like when we have these days where you just rally in one direction, you can buy high and win more than someone trying to sell. That makes sense. Like, you should be easy up 10R today if you took all the setups today. OB continuations ruin your day. See, they you have to take them when, like, OB continuations. I don't use them often. I only would use them really on trend days. If we just continuously trend like this, like, dude, we've been trending for 3 hours since market open. We have not had a single retracement back to 50%. This is when OB continuations hit. If you could combine OB continuations with a stop hunter, like this OB continuation with the stop hunter, even better, even better. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Like, there's like at least 6 OB continuations that played out today, or a mix of both. But like, again, these days don't happen often. I tell you guys all the time, these rally trend days happen maybe 1 out of 10 days, so 10% or less. That's why most times I'm just looking for stop hunters, not these. But obviously, these are playing out. Loki, the M4 is tough too, though. M4 comp. There's so many cars I could have gotten that are cheaper than my GLE, but they look more aggressive. The M4 comp is really cheaper. Yeah, it's really cheaper than my GLE. I think it has a V8 too. Oh damn! Wait, what? Huh? An M4 comp doesn't have a V8? I always thought it did. No shot. Yeah, there's a lot of people with M4 comps. That's also true. Mercedes is definitely more premium. If you guys have been inside a Mercedes, bro, first of all, steering wheel 10 out of 10. If you option out the steering wheel like how I did, with the Alcantara leather, it feels so nice. Steering wheel looks better. The 2 little wheels on the bottom of the steering wheel are fire. They're fire. Look, we're literally about to hit my draw on liquidity. 80% hit rate, I'm telling you guys. Do you mind EV, electric vehicles, or EV? I don't know much about BMW. I'll be honest. So I don't know what iX is. I assume that's their electric vehicles. I I wouldn't get electric vehicle. I think I will say, one benefit of electric vehicles is the money you save. Not only are they cheap, but you save a lot by charging through electricity instead of gas. Like, a lot of money, bro. Like, that's also one of the downsides to my GLE. Because it's so heavy, bro, I need to use more gas. Like, I have to fill this bad boy up like maybe like once a week. And I don't even drive that much. Like, bro, I don't know, man. It's just like not it, bro. Like, every time I fill up, it's like 400. Well, not 400. What am I saying? 100 a tank. So it's like a year you're spending 5K just on gas, bare minimum. So for sure, the fuel economy is not great on SUVs. Also, that's why, like, I'm saying, if you get a sports vehicle or a V8 or like some good engine, because I think that GLE 63 has a V8. Yeah, it has a 4.0 liter V8 bi turbo. It's like at that point you're spending so much on gas because the car is so heavy. You might as well just get a sports car, save on your gas. But yeah, EVs cheap, maintenance cheap, everything for sure. I don't like Teslas though, personally. I know they're fast, but no sound. But you will rarely. I feel like you would really see like a GLE 53 or GLE 63 on the road. That's why I got also kind of got it because it's more like rare. Like me personally, I've only seen one person drive my car, and it wasn't a 63. It was also a 53. I don't think I've ever seen a 63 in person on the road. You can trade while driving, I guess. Yeah. Instead of drinking while driving, trading while driving, even better, right? Higher odds of crashing if you hit stop loss. Imagine you hit stop loss while you're on the highway. You're cooked. You're about to hit your car's about to hit stop loss. You're losing your money and your car. Like break even is not gonna save you. The brakes, you're just not gonna hit the brakes in time. You're getting straight stop loss. Hopefully it never happens to anybody, but nah. Yeah, auto drive is nice for sure. I think autopilot is cool. Unfortunately, for some reason, most gas cars don't have it. I don't know why. It's 2027 almost. Yeah, slipped arrow is crazy work. Yeah, Teslas are too plain. Also, dude, there's so many Teslas on the road. I'd rather have a car where it's like people are like, okay, you got a nice car. I don't want to have a car everyone has. That's also why I didn't get a Corvette. I was thinking about getting a Corvette C8, but I feel like you see Corvettes a lot more than like a GLE. The Corvette is like a nice. It's like a more. It's like an entry level supercar for people that are on a budget. It's not really budget pricing, but you get what I mean. Like, it's still nice. Like, if you can't afford a McLaren or something, you get a Corvette. I think you get used for maybe like 60K, bro. That's a steal. And the maintenance isn't too bad on Corvettes. Like, I don't know, bro. They look nice, bro. Also, hella loud. See a Stingray for. See, I don't know how much 40K miles is. I don't drive that much, so I don't know if it's like even worth buying a car with 40K miles. Well, I think that's a good amount, right? Also depends on the car. I'm pretty sure the general rule is if it's a sports car, like 40K miles is way more than you if you had a Honda or Toyota or something else. But again, I'm gonna be recording a long-term trading course within the coming month. I'm gonna post it to you guys and publish it out there because I want some of you guys to start making long-term money as well. Like my long-term port has paid a good amount, and I'm not spending any time on the portfolio. Really, I don't really actively manage it. I just put my money in there, and it just grows. Like I kid you not, the amount that my long-term portfolio grew, this car is almost free. Just put that in perspective real quick. My GLE 53, that's by the way, I paid over 6 figures for it. It's almost paid completely from my long-term investments. Like just passively. You don't need to wake up at 9:30 to day trade. You don't need to really do anything. It's almost fully paid just from my unrealized gains from long-term portfolio. You just have to know what stocks, what companies, and what ETFs to invest in. So, and I've seen a lot of really good results from my long-term portfolio. So I'm very confident in creating a course for you guys on long-term trading. And we just hit my draw basically. We're like one tick off, basically hit it. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But it seems like a lot of people are interested in a long-term course based on what I asked in Discord. Boom, too easy, bro. We just hit a draw. It's that easy, guys. Just follow the trend on these days, man. Don't go against it. You're gonna lose money if you go against it. That's 5 RR there with internal OB continuation. $10x the portfolio size. Give it. Let me think. Give it a few years. It'll probably 10x. But keep in mind, like, that's you doing nothing. You're not touching it at all, really. Aside from depositing money from time to time, either from your paycheck, payouts, or whatever. But yeah, that's just passive income. You don't have to create YouTube videos. You don't gotta like, dude, I make nothing from YouTube. You guys want to see my YouTube dashboard? I actually, I actually haven't even gotten paid like a single paycheck from YouTube for J Trades. Let me show you guys. YouTube does not pay, bro. Look at this. This is for my dashboard. My guy. 3 years on my YouTube. Almost, wow, we're almost hitting 4 years. Are you serious? That's crazy. 4 years of posting on YouTube, I made a whopping 154 bucks. Let's go, bruh. I made enough to put on a down payment for the Porsche or the McLaren. That's a good down payment for a house right there. That's gas money for 1 week. 4 years of work. I don't care about this money here anyway. Like, I haven't even received a single paycheck from YouTube, so like I still gotta add my account and all that stuff to it. I don't even have a link because I just don't care about it. Bugatti monthly payment, not even, bro. It's like Bugatti daily payment. Kafkaras, I don't know how you say your name. You said next draw on liquidity. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. My next draw is just, dude, it's just this high, or the high right below it. These are both good draws. Like, just to keep longing, bro. Like, we still have 3 hours till market closure, so we still have a lot of time. But dude, basically how I'm seeing right now is we're gonna hit new all-time highs on NQ very soon, bro. Very soon. Like, we could hit it end of this week. Oh my gosh. But you see how, like, we have this trend line liquidity above? That's gonna get ran through this week. I'm calling it. We'll go back to this video and see what happens, bro. But I think this week or early next week, we're going to all-time highs. And my long-term portfolio is gonna be up close to 6 figures if we hit all-time highs on NQ. That's what I mean by, like, I can literally pay off this car. Like, it's amount of the total car basically. And that's me doing, like I said, purely nothing. And of course, for a long-term course, I'll be pricing it very fairly, very reasonable. It's not going to be as much as a 100 course. Okay, I'm probably just going to price it at half the price. But it's a lot easier to just make money, I guess, for the long-term portfolio because you just hold. You don't. There's no stop loss for long-term because you can never hit stop loss on a long-term portfolio. Sounds crazy, right? But you can't. If the market's not going to go to zero, NQ is never going to hit zero. If it hits zero, I think we're probably more concerned about like a massive pandemic or like World War V at that point. Okay, if everything disappears, yes, the market's going to hit zero. But until we have World War V, I don't think. Well, pray that we don't even reach 5. I hope we don't even reach 3. Okay, but you know, if everything goes normal, we deem normal, we're never gonna hit stop loss on your long term portfolio. You just hold and hold and hold. You just have to know what you just have to know what to buy, what stocks to buy. So that's what I'll be putting into the long term course, telling you what stocks are good to buy, which ones are longer term holds you can hold for several years, which ones you can hold for a few years and sell. Like, oh my gosh, bro, I missed out on some gains. I had net stock. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's Cloudflare. Damn, bro. It's up 6% today. It just hit 300. Bro, I bought it at like 200 something. Damn, I would have been up like. Damn, I would have been up 50%. I sold too early. Damn. Anyway. Alisum, I trade like SMC. Like I have my own mix towards it. I wouldn't say I trade ICT because those guys trade like fair value gaps and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with them, but it's just like I trade something more precise. What's up, Cough? You said bro just hit 2R with their PY entry and TPI draw liquidity. Sweet. I don't know what trade you took, but I assume. Well, there's so many actually. There's so many OB. Like, you guys see my indicator marking all this out? Hold on. Again, if you guys want access to an indicator, it's on my website. It's a 7-day free trial. I think it should be, yeah. But like, if you go in settings, you just have to configure it, mess around with it. If you want it to show all the PYs, give me 1 second. Right here, PY indicator. You just gotta. Where is it? It's been a while since I changed the settings to my indicator because. Oh, disable this. And it should show all PYs. Like, look at this. Watch this, guys. Magic. This is how you win in the market. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys saw it. Hold on, let me go back. You see this? Do you see the IFGs? Hold on, let me hide the IFG so it's not showing that. But do you guys see this box, this blue box here from the indicator? My indicator, look. All you have to do is set a buy limit trade covering that box. And boom, it hits to the tick and boom, you hit TP in like 2 candles. And then boom, we do it again. Like, look at this. So if you guys are red today, you gotta switch your strategy. Or something. Like, if you're red in your session, I don't know, man. Look at this box. Doom, touch it. Boom, went straight up. Another TP. Like, there's multiple of these. I'm gonna reset the settings to default, but still. Like, it works like a charm. No one else teaches that. The latest PY held. Nice. Yeah, I do see it. There's a little PY right there, OB continuation. Again, everyone thinks it's very high up in the leg, but keep in mind, we're at all-time highs. Or at least it's a bullish trend day, so it's like things are just going to hold, you know? Overnight margins, you don't have to worry about overnight margins on a long-term account. You're not putting money into a futures broker on a long-term account. You're not putting money into NQ. or ES. You're putting money into SPY or QQQ, which are the ETFs, not the future contracts. So there's no margin requirements. At least I don't think there is. I mean, I have a pretty big long-term account, so maybe there are, and I satisfy them. But I don't. From my understanding, there shouldn't be any margin requirements. Just find a regulated broker, get shares. But yeah, hopefully today's trades and setups make sense to y'all. One piece of advice, if I could give some of you guys, is try to schedule and block out your time in a day for trading. Like, set yourself a limited time to live trade. You don't want to be live trading from New York Open to New York Close. Unless you're already profitable, then sure. But it's like, if you're not profitable yet, it's better to use that extra time spent studying, back testing, and testing certain things than it is to live trade. Because when you're live trading, if you think about it, majority of live trading is just like patiently waiting for a setup or entry. And another part of live trading that takes up majority of time is like your trade. When you're in a trade, you're holding it for like sometimes 30 minutes. For me, my trades on average hit within 30. So sometimes it might go over. And it's like you're not doing anything productive by watching your trade for 30 minutes. So that's why I'm saying I think most people, if you're unprofitable, set yourself trading just within the kill zones, please. You don't even need to trade the whole kill zone, to be honest. Okay. For those that are in the course, you know what the kill zone times are for Asia, London, New York. Pick one of those that best matches and fits your lifestyle schedule. Trade that session, live trade it, and then the rest of your time, look through the course material, learn, practice, back test, but don't be live trading because it's going to add more stress to you. You'll be mentally drained, and when you go back test and do your other studying, you're just be cooked. You did take it, Harry? Another stop hunter played out. Another OB continuation played out too. Look at that. This is what I mean. Like, there's a stop hunter right here into an OB continuation. Like, don't be afraid, guys, to take these trades high up in the life because on these days, they won 1 out of 10 days. You get these and they play. Like, it already hit TP. I'm telling you guys, bro, dude, if I made 11 wrist sword and I ended my session at kill zone, there's like another 3, another 2, 4, 5, another stop hunter. I think you might think maybe 1 loss, for example. Another stop hunter, 7, 9, 15. I mean, dude, you could be up 20 wrist swords today. Yo, you guys are confusing each other, bro. Yo. Yeah, no, I asked Harry why he didn't take the stop hunter or if he took it. Sorry, if he took it or not. Third said, just got on live stream. Why didn't you take any after last for a long? I wasn't on the charts. I stepped away from the charts. It was close to kill zone. I just called it there. But like I said, it's a trend day. You can make so much more money today. But like I said, I don't need to like not really be greedy, but it's like I could just chill if I want to, you know. If you want to keep making more money and stay on charts, you can. These are conditions you want to take advantage of course, but I'm also on like 3 hours of sleep, so I'm kind of already like exhausted. I don't want to just like keep taking trades and add unnecessary pressure. But yeah, no, there's no technical reason why I stopped trading here. I just stopped just for personal reasons. You could have continued. There's a continuation. There's a stop hunter. Continuation. Stop hunter into a continuation like Yeah, for sure. There's plenty of valid. These are all valid trades. Does that answer your question, Thiccar? Like these are all valid trades. If you took any of these, because I mean, look at the trend, guys. It's an internal. Oh, this is also what I'm talking about, Thiccar. When I was talking about to you about the internal continuation, like, or talking about the rally days. This is a perfect example of a rally day. Like you see how we literally don't do. There's not a single time we have gone back to 50%. If you were to market 50%, it'll look like this, and this obviously looks stupid. Like there's no way trying to short here all the way back down here, right? Like maybe at some point we will short, but like at what point, you know? Maybe one time at the end of market closure, like you're gonna be taking 1, 2, 3. Like if you spam entries, you're gonna be taking 10 losses trying to go short when you could just take 10 winners going long. But yeah, this is just a good example of what I was talking about the rally days. Like I said, you're not gonna see these often. I don't see these rally days often, but when you see them, you can continue trading. I just stopped for personal reasons. I got away from the charts, and by that time I was like, all right, I'm just gonna hop on stream. You guys said you had some questions. Someone asked me in the group to explain their setup, so I was like, all right, I'll just do that instead and just chill. But like I said, I did call out a draw. I know you joined the stream later, but I called out this draw to this next high here on stream. We hit that. So there's some setups you could have taken just towards my draw there. Again, if you're trading right now still, I'm telling you, you can just keep longing. I just wouldn't short at all. There's no in a situation like this, there's no such thing as super deep premium and take a short. But in the 9 out of 10 days where price does do obviously retracements, majority of times, yes, the deeper we go in premium, the more likely we get a big short. But on a day like this, bro, even if you take a loss up here longing, it's a valid setup like a stop hunter or internal OB continuation. It's a valid loss, okay? Because dude, like you take one loss up here, that's okay because there's like 4 other winners back here. Now, if you just like got on the chart just now and you didn't take any trades and you take this loss, it's like kind of unfortunate. But that's like just probabilities, you know? You don't know when in that win or loss sequence in trading you're gonna be on the chart. But that doesn't mean like the system is broken or doesn't work anymore because you take a loss up here. You took one after. Are you up today? Aston Martin Vantage. I've seen those. I actually seen Aston Martin. I don't really like them, to be honest. I think they're not as dude, they're pretty expensive too. I didn't even know they were that expensive, bro. I don't know. I think they're not as cool. I think they have it's a really good engine though. But yeah, you could it's a V8, V12. You missed it because you're on MES and Bill, you missed a 5-minute. How about ES? Check ES. On ES, there's bro. I should have took my trades on ES today because ES already broke all time highs at open, so I should have been looking at ES. So that was like my mess up, to be honest, of the day today. Even though I'm green, it's like I could have been more green. Trading ES. There's a stop hunter on ES right here. Internal OB continuation. There's a stop hunter. Very little stop hunter right there. I don't know if I would have taken this, to be honest. Because let me see. There's a OB continuation with a stop hunter there. Another one here. Another one here. Did we take that high? Yeah, we did. Another one there. There's so many. Like there's several, and ES, like I said, was way stronger. Obviously, it broke highs way before NQ did. Like I remember when I was holding one of these trades, ES already took out the high by a lot, and I was still not TPing yet. You only up 2.5. How do you find luxury cars? I bet you there's also traders out there that only trade when they see a rally day. Like, you can actually have a 90% win rate. If you have a system where you only take these setups only on rally days, you can probably have a 90% win rate. No kidding. But you're gonna have to be sitting out probably like 18 days of the month. So I don't know. Not worth it personally for me, but yeah, I wouldn't want a car a lot of people have. It's just like, I want to be special. Unless it's a Lamborghini. There's exceptions. Like, if it's a Lamborghini, it's like, all right, bro. A lot of people have it, but it's like, it's a Lambo. I think my dream car lineup would literally be like a. If I had to pick one SUV and one sports car, I don't know about the sports car to be honest, but SUV Lambo Urus for sure, no question. Wide body. You can get. How the hell is there a $1.8 million Lamborghini? I just saw this. Am I tripping? And it's used? Oh, who's paying 1.8 mil for a Lambo? Hold on. I think this is a scam. I think it's a scam. Never mind. I don't think that's real. How much is a used Lambo Urus? I don't think I would ever personally even honestly pay like. I'm not paying a mil for a car. That's stupid. I don't think I would even pay 500K for a car. Like 200 range is like my max. After that, it's like retarded. Like I said, put that money into the S&P or leverage S&P or stocks. If you do good research, you can pay off your entire car in a few months from long-term investing. So you can get literally a free Lambo over time from long-term investing. It's like, why buy a Lambo right now? It's kind of like the thing. It's also why, like, I could buy a Lambo right now if I want to, but to me, it's like, why not just wait, let my long-term portfolio grow with my payouts and trading profits, and just cash out a free Lambo in a few years. Of course, got to pay tax on it, but even after tax, should be close enough to get a Lambo. Do you only care about a PY close to stop 100 if it's like really close? I would if it's really close, I would cover the PY. Guys, who's taking these trades, man? There's like another one right here. Another internal OB continuation. I don't know. It depends how you want to cover this PY, but still, bro. This is where beginners lose money because beginner traders, they're gonna think this is a normal day, and so they treat this market condition as a normal day where they try reversals, and it just doesn't work. Or if they're not trading reversals, they're waiting for us to come back to 50%, and we never ever do. So they just miss out on 10 winners. Like, buddy, there's like 3, 4, 5. Well, it's like 10 winners. But yes, I'd care thick car if it's really close. Like this. This one's like so close. I just put my limit on the PY right below. Same with this one here. Also, with the new study I did with the 5-point thing, like you can kind of use that as a gauge roughly. Like you can see this 5 points is basically at the PY mitigations here, so it's a lot more likely we're just gonna mitigate the PY. This situation here is less likely we're to mitigate the PY because it's like offering more than that, more points. So this one, I might have just missed this to be honest. Also, my stop was kind of big on this. I probably could have covered a little bit tighter. Like I probably could have done something like this instead. But anyway, still took about 3R. I don't know why I left this 4R. I think it's just pretty sure it's just 4R. I think I moved it. Ferrari Perso. Don't know what that is. But let's see, the draw right now. Yeah, like we're probably gonna go for this. It's crazy. There's no way we're going. Just hold on. No, there's no way. I was thinking there might be a chance we can go for all-time highs today, but dog, you think we can hit? We're up 1,000 points. You think we can get another? No shot. There's no way we're going another 1,000 points, right? Chat. But there's a small chance because this is all trend on liquidity. Every time we make block flow, where it's like, okay, we continuously come back, mitigate, go lower, lower. At some point, we hit the high time frame draw down below here, which is just PY in this case. We get a good reaction. We're running all this. You guys think all-time highs getting hit today or not? I think end of this week we'll hit all-time highs on NQ. We really hit it on ES. Says NQ is lagging behind because all the tech stuff going on, but I think we should be good, bro. Also, some good war news came out. That might have also honestly impacted this the most, to be honest. Oh man. Trade's no longer priced to rate hikes this year. Oh man. But so far the war talks have been pretty good. What it seems like. I know we always go back and forth on this, but I think this time might be it. Like, in terms of war, like we might for real end this. It might be ending soon. Because bro, if that's the case, oh my goodness, we will blow out this level. We'll break out above all-time highs. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but every time we do this type of chop consolidation or make trend liquidity, we will run it like a madman. Like momentum, just straight bullish candle. We won't have a single pullback off trend liquidity. We'll just run it all. Especially since ES already showed his strength. Like, dude, this is GG's, bro. Like in a good way, of course. This is like Lambo. You can buy a Lambo type of trade. A Ferrari truck? That's a thing? I don't even. What the hell, bro? Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This is more rare than a Lambo. Yours. I've never seen a Ferrari truck. It's actually more expensive. I personally think the Lambo looks better. Yeah, I don't know. The Ferrari truck. If I was gonna get a Ferrari, I'd just get a Ferrari. Not like a Ferrari truck. Like an 812 GT. Damn. Yeah, the body is just so good. If you get a wide body on the Urus or the Brabus kit on the Urus, bro, it's over. That's the Brabus kit is basically what I'm trying to do right now on my GLE. Except the front grille. I don't like the B. I don't know. I just don't like the B, honestly. There's people that don't know what Brabus is, they're gonna think you have a fake Mercedes. They're gonna think you put like a I don't even know. But yeah, I'm basically getting like a Brabus kit if you want to call it that on my Urus on my GLE. Just not the front, not the carbon fiber front grille and the B logo. I don't really like it. But everything else, like um rear diffuser, spoiler, all that should be here soon. The kits are not cheap either. It's like 12K, pretty sure. You get the whole set. Oh, the carbon fiber hood is a must, bro. I haven't gotten that yet. I'll probably have to order that next. The carbon fiber hood is fire. I think with the gray is gonna look more sick. Hold on, let me show you guys. Look at, I mean, bro, look at this. Like, dude, another 100 points, almost 100 points off this this tiny OB. Like most times, it's not gonna hold on a normal day and go this much. I mean, dude, don't be scared to buy up here, guys. I'm telling you, man. Don't like you gotta rewire your brain sometimes and adjust to conditions or adapt to conditions. On a trend day, you can't be using the same principles you would on a normal day. I know it's like weird and it's like messed up in your head and it's like all over the place. Like it doesn't make sense, but like just trust me, bro. Just trust me. I've been doing this for way too long. Trust me on this. Mercedes from Timu, huh? For some reason, it censored your Timu. That's weird. If I don't really know ICT, should I learn before trying an indicator? I mean, I think that my course is more than enough before trying an indicator. Again, the indicator is free. If you have never tried it, 7-day free trial. Just go through I would recommend just go through the 100 course content. I don't know if you're in a course. I guess if you're not, then I don't know. But if you're in a course, I recommend you joining. Go through that content, and then get the indicator because you will understand how to use them together. Because my indicator is built for my strategy. Other people use it for their own strategy too, and it works well because it has a daily bias as well for direction. Like, obviously, we're bullish today. Yes, is also pulling bullish. There we go. But like, it's better to also learn first before using something, so you know how to use it. Low-key pissed, you're up 11R today, and I'm only up 2.5. Descartes, did you miss the other trades? Like this one right here. It missed there. There's an OB continuation right here. This one right there. There's the one right here as well. This was like this 3 and 5R. This by 2 or 1R, maybe like 1R here, 3R. Like even if you didn't Descartes, even if you didn't take any of these 3 trades I took earlier here, like all these other ones played out. Basically, there might have been one loss max in between here. I was scared to take the OB continuation. See, that's what I'm saying. Like on a trend day like this, you can't be scared to buy high because the losers on a trend day like this are the ones actually trying to short. Like, just ask yourself, if you see we barely come back to even 50%, not even close, what are the odds we continue this trend versus reversing? You have to flip your switch basically. I know it's a weird flip because on a usual normal like non-rally day we're gonna go back to 50% trying to if you keep long higher. But this is not a normal day. This is a rally day that I talk about all the time, and you just have to take them. Like, don't be like, oh, if I take this one here, I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie, this one is like, okay, this one is a lot less clear because there's a one right here, there's one right here, there's one right here. There's like multiple here in this leg, so it's kind of hard to tell which one to take. But we only have like a few options, like here, we only have one option here, right, from this low to the side. Easy to take. Same here, we only have one option. We have two options here. We have one option here, like this here. We have two options. Like it's only when like we get a massive push like this, where it's like, okay, maybe you want to be more selective on taking a lower one because there's so many that we can fill. But any other times, it's like there's only one or two. But there's nothing wrong with like missing out on RR today. That's just called FOMO. You can make more. There's so many trading days. There's 252 trading days. You can make money on the other days too. You got unlucky with MES. Oh. See, like when I saw us just get this massive push up at open, I was just like, okay, we're probably just gonna have a straight trend day. And another thing was ES, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it was already at all-time highs at open. Was it? Let me see. Because open was, yeah, ES was above all-time highs. So we had like a break and retest kind of situation with ES. As you can see, we open was here. We were already above all-time highs. Like we already held the level. So like just gonna continue. You could say maybe you missed, like, for example, this one, because this one is like a more early stock. The thing is, even without assuming or anticipating a trend day, this would still be like a valid normal setup to take on a normal day because we broke above this high. I'm gonna be honest, we broke above the high so much where it's like a lot more obvious it's gonna be a trend day. Because like, look at this. I mean, we broke way above that high. It wasn't even close. It's not like we broke above and reversed quickly. This would be like your normal stop hunter, and then when you start realizing we just keep holding this, like these are all just basically rally continuations at this point. You gotta just take in. Like, you see what I mean? Like, here's a good example of like, look, the last break was here, and so there's a lot of PYs, right? So in this case, you want to be obviously more selective of which PY you want to take, or maybe you want to take this stop hunter, this PY below here. But other times where it's like there's only one or two options, those are the most clear times where it's a lot easier to take a setup. What's QTR levels? I don't know what that is, to be honest. Also, I just opened up one spot for mentorship this month. I'm gonna be quite busy this month as well, so I have just one spot open for this month. So if you guys want to apply, you click that link there to apply for the 101 program. It's basically first come first serve. Could be me. Took all Valseps and missed a bullish run because of work. Like I said, these days don't come often, so it's always another day to trade. You got to build confidence in your system knowing that. That's the thing. Like if you get FOMO on days like these, on trend days, then it's like, okay, on a normal day, or you're probably just not confident in your system at all. Because you're not confident getting another green day. And I mean, look, there's nothing to target either for draws. It's like we're in outer space. ES did a stop hunter into a PY. Looks good. NQ, I think the same thing. Like this would be a valid step I'd take long in here. ES is stronger, so I probably would take on ES, but this long would be valid. Not that entry, of course, but we still have like 2 hours till my closure. Oh, let me delete these, bro. Oh, I was also gonna think about doing like I gotta continue my tests I was doing before too. Dude, I have almost 1,000 drawings. It's crazy. I gotta record a trade recap for today. So let me see. So if you took that, that's a valid loss right here in my books. Stop hunter. I think did ES take out the low too? Oh, so it's still valid on ES. It hit the rejection block, Ash on ES. To the tick. We'll see if this holds or not. They had SMT. But this is why it's like usually better off, of course, to take on the stronger asset. It's less likely to do the SMT and more also likely to hit the high. See, did NQ hit anything else? No, it did not. I think it hit a. Oh, it hit this other PY below here. But yeah, if he has like braces rejection block here, it doesn't hold. Um, I'll probably attempt a liquidity sweep setup. Otherwise, it's like okay, there's not much else because you don't want to be that guy taking this, for example, and then taking this, and then taking this, and then taking this. Like you don't want to be that guy, right? Like you want to be obviously trading when we're respecting all the demand. But once you start disrespecting demand a lot, like you don't want to be trading or taking longs. Because like I said, ES is literally blank space on the left. So it's just finding new value right now. Just create going higher. Same with NQ. Well, NQ took out it took out this high here. But I think that was a while ago. Let's see. Maybe that was a while ago. Yeah, that was kind of recent. Let's see if ES holds this rejection block or not. I'll put the entry on the screen in case anyone want to take this or took it. But if I was to take the stop on it, I would have just had my limit here and covered the PY. Telling you, rejection blocks, you can get really good RR. It's just that you're kind of the only risk really is like the win rate. and then plus the odd of you not getting filled. I haven't tested what the average RR is with the rejection blocks, but I'm sure it's probably like at least 5, 6. But yeah, if this rejection block doesn't hold, I think we're probably gonna go for the sweep. And that sweep and this PY both don't hold. I would not be longing anymore. Because like you don't, like I said, you don't want to see us disrespecting demand after we've been respecting demand all this time. Would you not take PY entry before sweep? Probably not. I think you're talking about this. It's just you have to consider like number of losses you're going to take. Take an L here, another L here, and another L here. I think that's like 4 L's. You don't want to be taking 4 L's. Especially like I said, on a trend day like this, we should be ideally like we should have ideally just held this here. You know what I mean? Like we should have gone if we were so bullish, we should have just gone higher from here. So the fact we didn't even hold the stop under here and the 50% level here, it just makes a low probability for longs to continue in general. Because you see how like we respected stop hunter and the nearest OB almost every single time on the way up. Like even here, the nearest OB not even in discount. Hell, but in this case we failed. Yeah, it's like if this wins, then you just miss the winner. It's okay. I'd much rather miss a winner than take potentially like 4 L's. If you want the highest probability like trading, I just wouldn't even trade right now. Just because, like I said, like the highest probability is when price keeps respecting the band. But once you just disrespect it even one time on a trend day, it's like kind of weird. A session just had one setup? I think I see multiple. What setup did you take? Are you stacking up funds to fund a live account to swing trade? No. For me, there's no. I don't see a reason to swing trade when I can day trade and long term trade. I think adding swing trading would just be doing too much, to be honest. Like managing multiple platform accounts with a live account with a long term account, it's already more than enough. I also don't have a ton of experience trading swing trading profitably, so there's no reason for me to risk my money. Like I'm only risking my money on things I know that work, or I know that I'm profitable in. There's zero reason to risk your money ever, in something you don't know how to do. But they call send me a screenshot of what trades you took because I see more than one setup. Age of session. I see a liquidity sweep setup. Then I see a liquidity sweep A plus into a POI. Give you a long trade. It's long right here. Is there a payment plan for the course? No, there isn't, unfortunately. WAP doesn't allow me to do that. So you're just gonna have to pay one time. You can use this code if you want $100 off today. It's called Save Now. If you want it today for $100 off, you can use that code. Let's see. I think it's price is slowing down now. But there's a long there, and then I think there's no other setup. Yeah. So if that's what you're talking about, then yes. No. No. There's another setup here in discount. But this is outside kill zone. So if you mean inside kill zone, there's two setups. The liquidity sweep, if you didn't take that and you wait for the better setup below, then yeah, one setup. And this would be the other setup. There's actually a lot of other continuations too. See, there's continuation here. So I mean, there's plenty of winners throughout all of A session, but in the kill zone, it's just like 1-1. And if you want to take a counter, but there's no counter entry, so I don't see anything there. We're up 3% today. Wow. 2% on ES. I'm probably gonna chill for a bit after stream, get food, go lift, and then go to sleep. Like I said, guys, you don't have to trade the whole day. You're gonna regret it if you trade the whole day. And let's say you just start getting emotional and then you FOMO or whatnot. You're better off just like hopping off. Anyway, for those who are new, join the Discord. That link right there. I'll be in there to answer any questions y'all have it in the stream. This is let me see if this loads. Oh, it does load. Weird. But this is kind of like the kit I'm doing to my GLE. Just without the big B in the front and the grill. I don't like this grill. And how it's open over here. I know it's carbon fiber, but I like the old grill. So the wheels are nice though. Don't know if I'm gonna get the wheels, but the wheels are nice. Brabus, you got Brabus wheels. Probably get these. I don't know what they're called, and literally, for shorter spoiler, I already ordered that. Canards already ordered that. Mirror caps are pretty mid. I might not do that, but carbon fiber rear diffuser. Basically, these three items. I'm probably gonna get all three. Wheels are gonna be hard. I'm not gonna be able to install those myself. I'll have to bring it to a shop. So I haven't thought about those yet. Yeah, Temu looking at a car with the big B. Only people that know. Otherwise, they literally think you have a fake.
I got O's on my big. Got a hoe trying to run by gas. Every time she pop, it stink. Look a bitch thinking on wood. Sight in on gas. Hit me back on gas. 2 else don't give a fuck. Sight wanna go out, yeah. I tell the game I took. I shouldn't beat that pussy up, try to get that pussy right. I shouldn't beat that pussy up, try to get that pussy right. I shouldn't beat that pussy up, try to get that pussy right. Two-tone young APs, looking like Weezy. Have a just out in Cleveland, shout out Bleed.
This is one of my favorite songs. Not the one right now. Hold on, let me see. Oh, there's just something about this song, bro. I don't really listen to Central C, but Lil Baby went hard on this.
I'm not in a mood, cause my flight delayed.
Ah, bro, take care, Harry.
And I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip. Everyone in my gang and my
Get some sleep for real, bro. I'm telling you, it's important.
These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a G's?
Like, I'm literally about to, after I hit the gym, work out, I'm going straight to bed.
Time with a GBG, we don't beef nobody like GBK. Woke up on the wrong side of bed, so he's gonna get slapped if I don't have my piece today. I love my young boy, I won't lead him.
I'm also on like 3 hours, so.
Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID, low bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F just saw him a thick one. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright. We could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M.
Quarter mil for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, I do it for some shoes and some clothes, you'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right, sure, look like a spider, it's crawling $1 on just the accessories. Damn. She made me wanna go harder, I like a whole aura, I think I'm obsessed with her. They hit him up on his birthday, did him the worst way, he had a death wish. I get right under their skin, I don't even try, I guess I can't help this shit. I'ma have love for bro, for life, we talking, nah, I step with it. Of course you could beat me at talking, ain't no back and forth until we catch up with them niggas. Knocking the bag and making the opposite mad, I done fell in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one, bank account look good, it's a new one. You the type like the type of computers, got a mask but he ain't no shooter. Top 10 but she don't act bougie, me and your friends, you can go to Aruba. Hit friends, it depend on my mood, Maybach van, this ain't no Uber.
We could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from chain to chain, the rings on him. I done got rich, but I'm still with this shit, land in London and go to the ends.
We could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M.
Quarter mil for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the version, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
He call my phone, he smell like shit. I bet he needs some money, I'm rich. The internet boy, I ain't dropping shit. Must see all rappers so like you little kids, yo.
Yeah, bro, good night.
Seven like ketamine fiends, holding up pity bitch, hopping machines. I said, what's that mean? Balenciaga got part of me. Oh. He call my phone, he smell like shit. I bet he needs some money, I'm rich. The internet boy, I ain't dropping shit. Must see all rappers so like you little kids, yo. Must see all rappers so like you little kids, yo.
Tell her some tales that I've been riding. Moment I met the hoe, I wish I died it. Take it to shop, I'ma put in my title. Fuck with heavy, I take it to bridle. Be so hard, I feel like she bite it. Kick it, bitch out, she bite it. That bitch, she just wanna fight. Picking her up in the night. She taking the clues if for a wheel. Shout out my homies, just shout out the wheel. Shout out they brokers, they all tryna steal. Take me a burger, I get behind the wheel.
Seven like ketamine fiends, holding up pity bitch, hopping machines. I said, what's that mean? Balenciaga got part of me. Oh. He call my phone, he smell like shit. I bet he needs some money, I'm rich. The internet boy, I ain't dropping shit.
Alright, y'all. I'm probably gonna end it here for the stream. Let's see what Yes is doing. Yeah, its price is moving really slow now with no breaks. So, again, I'm still leaning bullish, but I probably wouldn't be trading even honestly at this point. It's already late, so yeah. Anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next stream, man. Peace.
RIP to all the real niggas worldwide. Salute. Real shit. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas.
Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me.
Groski. You know what I'm saying? Got wham, you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Free band, turn shit up again. Whatever gonna take to get a liberal out the can. Cutting ties with all my friends. Holding down that road, I can't go again. Fuck, boy, say twin.
Know what I'm saying? Outside is back to what it was, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, tell you about my run, you know what I'm saying? Ask Pluto Banker 21, you know what I'm saying? I done put up half, what's done is done, you know what I'm saying? 2 cars in the back, 2 in the front, you know what I'm saying? They so down for me, got a punt, you understand, 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 Me and Hendrix back by popular demand. Got a 3-ticket Richie on my hand. I went St. John the Baptist on the lamb. I went Lori Lynn Stark on my pen. And I'm quick to turn a hater to a fan. Niggas standing 10 toes on quicksand. If they could've been, they would've been, but they can't. Embarrassment, the only thing I'm getting secondhand. It costs a lot for that Mercedes stretch sedan. She said it's stop for life because I'm back with Taliban. Come right now, bring a friend for my friend. Come right now, bring a friend for my friend. Know what I'm saying? Outside is back to what it was, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, tell you about my run, you know what I'm saying? Ask Pluto Banker 21, you know what I'm saying? I done put up half, what's done is done, you know what I'm saying? 2 cars in the back, 2 in the front, you know what I'm saying? They so down for me, got a punt, you understand, 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 understand,
I just fucked a milli off on some fine shit.
What else?
I just fucked a milli off on some fine shit.
What else?
I flew 40 bitches out on some fried shit.
What else?
Ran 500 milli up on some burnt shit. Can't even tell you what day it is. I've been in Turkey so long, I love it here. Can't even tell you what day it is. I'm on so many pills, don't know how I made it here. Can't even tell you which drug I'm on. Soon as I say it, they think they claiming it. Can't even tell you what day it is. Can't even tell you what bitch you be staying at. Can't even tell you what day it is. She pull it right out of her purse and she playing it. Note on the sheet and she laying it. Bought a condo up the street and she standing. Bring all the freaks to France, the skirt and the sprinter. They wanna play Miley Santana. Used to cook hand on my tan. The way we was boxing, you think we went hand to hand.
I just ran a milli up on some slime shit.
What else?
I just fucked their feelings up on some pride shit.
What else?
I just fucked Chanel up on some lie shit.
What else?
Miley Santana gon' make them rewind it. Diamonds on diamonds and hammers on hammers. I'm a big shot where these hoes just run us. Talking about billions, he talking on camera. Dicky a 30, ain't nothing but a rental. Miley Santana, new Hannah Montana. Miley Santana, new Hannah Montana. Miley Santana, new Hannah Montana. Miley Santana, new Hannah Montana.
Yeah. Iceman turn. Iceman turn. Iceman turn. Iceman turn. What else? Iceman turn. What else? Iceman turn. What else? Iceman turn. Iceman turn. Iceman turn like we knew that the tables would. Iceman back outside for the greater good. Fuck you, pussy, but shout out your neighborhood. I get mentioned a lot by a bunch of people that I wish I never met. We sharing women that I already fucked at the height of my success. All you pussy boys losing it and you need to take meds, hey. When I tell you dip, cause it's ice time, bitch, it ain't the fake fans, hey. Iceman turn, what else? Iceman turn, what else? Iceman turn, what else?